Hey guys, welcome back to the Teeter Talk podcast. So glad you guys are able to be here with me. This is episode 6. We're going to be talking about leadership, as you guys can tell. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'll pray us in, and then we'll get started. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you for um, just everyone on the other side of this camera. God, I pray that you would bless them. Lord, I pray that you would just speak through me. Just remember that I'm a vessel, God. God, I pray that whatever the viewer, whoever's on the other side of this camera, God, I pray that whatever they need to learn, God, that they would be open to learning it, and yeah, that lives would be changed through this video, and hearts would be changed. We thank you so much for everything you've given us, and we love you. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, I want to apologize in advance for my voice. It's um, raspy. It's kind of going away. I just got back from my church camp, beach camp. It was a great time. So much life change. It was amazing. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be talking about leadership today, and this video is for everyone because all of you are leaders. That gets me going. Um, right into my first point, which is everyone is leading somebody. You are leading somebody, no matter what. No matter if you see it or if you don't see it, you're leading somebody. Don't expect somebody to come up and tell you that you're leading them, or that they like they like following you, and you motivate them, and you inspire them. Don't expect someone to come up and tell you that, because it is very rare. It is not going to happen very often. Now, I have been very blessed with people who have come up and told me, and adults who have said, "Man, you're a great leader. Continue to lead." Kids who have come up and given me such great compliments and motivation for being a leader, but that is extremely rare. So do not expect that. But you are leading somebody. No matter if you're 10 years old or if you're 75, you're leading somebody, and somebody is watching you all the time. A lot of people are, especially as Christians. Um, so talking about beach camp, the first couple days I was usually camp's like a emotional like punch in the face. Like it's like you're crying every night, like worship, and you just like cry, and you experience like the presence of God so much. And I hadn't really, the first couple nights I was like, man, like this is like kind of different. Like I don't feel like the presence of God is like overwhelming me, and like it's punching me in the face, like I said. And so I was like, God, like I believe you have something else in store for me than just emotional like feeling again. And I want you to show me what it is. Make it clear to me what it is. So on the third night of camp, um, every night we do baptisms. Well, on the third night of camp, I was walking out to the beach, um, getting ready for baptisms, and um, the night before, I was helping the media team. I was holding a light bar for our social media and our videos and stuff. I was holding a light, and my dad called me down there, and he said, "Hey, Maddox, come here." And he was standing out kind of in the water, and I thought he was going to have me help because him and my mom were there serving, and I thought he was going to have me hold the light again. So I kind of made my way down there and started walking over to take a light from somebody, and he started walking in the water, and I didn't know what he was doing. I was like, what? I was like, okay, you just told me to come help you, and now you're just dipping on me. Like, what are you doing? Well, he's like, come here. So I follow him into the water, and it hit me that he was about to get baptized. And my dad is probably 45. I'm pretty sure. I think he's 45. So it hit me, and my youth pastor Ryan, one of my best friends, he does this like little eyebrow raise thing, And he was like, did that. And I knew, I was like, oh my gosh, he's about to get baptized. Well, then that was my punch in the face from the Lord. And I just started bawling. Well, I walk out there, and Pastor Shannon, our brand new church's head pastor, and I was able to baptize my dad in the ocean. And it all hit me. And I was like, man, I have been leading my family this whole time, and I didn't even know it. My parents weren't coming up to me and telling me, they're like, Maddox, you're leading us so well. Thank you. You're 18 years old and you're leading our family so well. Thank you for that. They didn't tell me that. No, your parents aren't going to come tell you that. Your brother and sister most likely aren't going to come tell you that. But you have to know that somebody's always watching you, and you always have a target on your back, and somebody's always watching you, always. Well, that night, one of my best friend Hudson, his dad Dean, which is really good friends with my dad, him and my dad both got baptized that night, and that was super powerful. I mean, it was amazing. To go along with that, one of my other best friends, Callahan, his little brother Crosby got baptized as well. And I was like, it was just hit me. And I was like, man, I haven't watched a baptism and like got emotionally like crushed in like years. Like it's been a couple years, and it hit me. And it made me understand that for the last 5 years or however long I've known God and been serious in my faith, I've been leading people, and it's people I didn't know. Like, yeah, I knew I was leading my basketball team. I knew I was leading people at school. I knew I was leading my friends, but I didn't know I was leading my dad. I didn't know my dad was going to get baptized at beach camp. I didn't know that. The next night, one of my good friends, Ethan, who's on the media team at church, comes up to me after our night session and said, hey, I just helped Scout go through the steps to get baptized, and he's going to get baptized tonight. And that night, I was able to baptize my brother. And man, it is just life-changing to watch that. But I had 9 people in my circle, circle that I know very well, that I have direct impact on almost every day of the week, get baptized at camp. And I was able to watch them, and I was even able to baptize my dad and my little brother. And it hit me, and I was like, man, that is what God is trying to tell me this year. And it's that everyone here is leading somebody. The amount of little kids who came up to me and said, man, you're so awesome. Like, there was kids who were saying, like, I want to be like you whenever I'm older. Like, that's wild. But it's like, man, you are leading somebody, and I'm leading a lot of people. But these kids who are looking up to me are leading kids too, and they don't even know it yet. And you are leading people, and you don't even know it. You're leading somebody every single day. So my question to you is, who are you leading? And where are you leading them to? What path have you led them on so far? In the last 6 months, in the last year, in the last 2 years, where have you led them, and what path have you led them on? God says there are 2 paths. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 and 14. For the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction, and those who enter by it are many. For the gate that is narrow and the way that is hard leads to life, and those who find it are few. So my question to you is, where are you leading your followers? I was thinking about it, and as I was writing my notes out for this podcast, I was thinking, and God told me, he said, for the last 5 years, Now, I started when I started going to a brand new church, which is my home church. If I started going, I started going in 7th grade, and we had probably 10 students. Me and Hudson Froud, which his dad was Dean, the one that got baptized. Me and Hudson. Now, if I would have not been focused on my faith, if I would have not been growing in my faith and been leading, I there is a great chance that the people who got baptized at camp, the 9 people in my tight circle that got baptized at camp, wouldn't have gotten baptized. Hudson's dad, Dean, wouldn't have. There would have been a great chance he wouldn't have gotten baptized. Well, why is that? That doesn't have anything to do with me. Well, if there's 10 people in our youth group, and me and Hudson, we're together, like we're there for each other. And if I would have not been focused, if I would have left youth group, if I would have stopped going, if I would have got distracted by something else, and Hudson would have been alone, there's a lot greater chance that the enemy would have came in and distracted him and got him on a different path so that he couldn't lead his family as well. And man, speaking of Hudson, I love that dude. He got baptized at camp. One of my best friends, like since I was freaking preschooler, he got baptized at camp as well. And he had some pride stuff going on where he knew he needed to get baptized and he was struggling with it. And he talked to one of my good friends, Ro, and Ro got him on the right path and said, "Man, put your pride down and let's get baptized and let's go." And if you aren't in the spot that you're in, if you aren't leading the people that you're leading down the right path, whose future is it going to change? Whose eternity is your leadership going to change? It's either going to change it in a good way or it's going to change it in a bad way. And like I just talked about, Matthew 7, there's 2 paths. Which path are you leading your followers? Where will they end up on the day of judgment? Sorry, my dog. Okay. Are they going to end up in eternal paradise with God? Or are they going to end up in hell? I was given a very powerful demonstration of what hell was by by Brand New Church's pastor, Shannon, over camp. And I'm stealing this straight from him. I'm throwing that out there. I'm stealing it straight from him. So here are some facts about hell that the Bible tells us. Mark 9:43-48 talks about an unquenchable fire that will never go out, where worms do not die and the fire will never be quenched. This is hell I'm talking about. Matthew 13, verse 41 and 42. There will be unstoppable weeping and gnashing of teeth every single day of eternity. Imagine weeping. Imagine crying at night and just bawling your eyes out, not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. Think about that feeling every day for the rest of your life. Gnashing of teeth, grinding your teeth every day. This is what hell is, and the Bible talks about it. Jesus talks about it. 13% of the sermons Jesus preached talked about hell. Revelation 14, verse 11. You will have no rest. You won't be able to rest and know the difference between day and night. Everything good comes from God. Rest, God says, find rest in me. Everything good comes from God. And if we're apart from God, we have nothing good. This is why he talks about this. There will be eternal darkness. The darkness where you can't see your hand an inch in front of your face. Complete darkness. If you've ever been in a room, like a room, no lights, nothing, no light at all. That is every single second for the rest of your life in hell. Apart from God, apart from anything good. Now, I want you to think about it again. Where are your followers going to end up? Do you want them to end up there? And Jesus say, hey, you made it to heaven, but look at all these people that were following you, that I put you in charge of. You were in charge of these people. They were your responsibility, and look where they ended up. I promise you don't want Jesus to say that. Even if you make it into heaven, you're going to hear the cries of your loved ones, of your friends who didn't make it. You're going to hear the cries of them while they're in hell, and you will think about them. Matthew 7:23, Jesus says he will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. Now, like I said, do you want that to happen to your followers, to people who you are responsible for? Because I don't. I'm going to give you guys a quick picture of what eternity looks like, okay? So, this is eternity. This is a demonstration, okay? Like I said, I'm stealing this straight from my pastor. One second, I'm writing this stuff out. Okay. Now, I misplaced my Sharpie, so I had to write it in a pencil that I found. So, I don't know if I hope you guys can see this, but there's a dash right here that I drew, a line. This whole thing is eternity. Now, this right here is 10,000 years. This X right here is when our eternity starts. This is the first 10,000 years of eternity. 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, goes on. Hold on. See this mark right here? 1,000,000 years. And guess what? It's just getting started. You still have millions of years. And that's not the end. It keeps going. You have millions of years. And my question to you is, I just gave you a simple example and drawing of what eternity will look like. It's a simple way to see it. Now, I've been talking about leading others and where are your followers going to end up? But my question to you, to some of you, is where are you leading yourself? And where are you going to end up? Are you going to end up in hell with grinding teeth, complete darkness, fire, burning, no rest, weeping? Are you going to end up there? Or are you going to know you have a spot secured in heaven? It's not something you want to go out on a maybe on. You don't want to die and say, man, I hope I make it into heaven. Because, man, when you know you're going to go, when you know that you're making it into heaven, when you know that you're doing everything you can to live for Jesus, to get as many people as you can into the gates of heaven, you understand how much none of this on earth matters. The only thing that matters is trying to get people into heaven, and that's all that matters. Now, if you know you're leading yourself in a good spot, you need to be telling others about it so you don't have to see them go to hell for all of eternity. And you need to tell people about it. Pastor Shannon always says, if you have a cure to cancer in your pocket and your friend has cancer, you're going to give it to him every second of every day of every week. You're going to give it to him. And we have the answer, the cure to eternal life, to the best life we could ever imagine. And we're not handing it out to anybody. If you died today, are you sure that you're going to make it into the gates of heaven? And you have to be honest with yourself. You're the only one that can truly answer that question. Now, what does this have to do with leadership? Where are you leading yourself? Because some of us aren't leading ourselves anywhere. We're letting our flesh do whatever we want to do. And that's fine. But one day, whenever you are held accountable and you spend the rest of eternity apart from God, it's not going to be fine. If you died today, would you make it to heaven? If you don't know, if you don't want to go out on a maybe, if you want to know for sure, then you need to be saved. You need to be saved. And for certain purposes, I'm not going to run through the steps right here, but I want you to text me if you have my number, shoot me a DM, a comment, something. Reach out to me. I'll walk you through the steps of how to be saved and what to do next. Don't miss out on this opportunity, though. Don't miss out because, man, I want to see every single one of you in heaven. I want to see all of you in heaven. And I want to see all your followers there too. Everybody who is following you that you didn't even know about. I want to see them there too. And I don't want you to go out on a maybe. I want you to know for sure that you're going to go into heaven. So like I said, if that is you, reach out to me. DM me, text me. Let's do it. And let's go so you can start leading yourself. You can lead others so much better, and you can lead them down the right path. But let's go. Let's do it. Don't be hesitant. I'm right here. I'm here for all of you guys. I love all you guys, and I would be beyond happy to help you out with anything, and especially if you need help with and wrestling with getting saved. So yeah. That's gonna do it for this episode. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Reach out to me if you need to about anything. I'm always here. Reach out to me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. See you guys.